You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, ABC, General Hospital, soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we want to talk about whether or not Willow is leaving General Hospital in 2023. Things are certainly looking dire for Willow Tait, and so we want to dig into that for a minute and talk about her options and whether or not the ABC soap will actually kill her off. They do kill off characters, and they do it after lingering illnesses and for lots of reasons, so it's a fair question to wonder if she's going to survive this ordeal. So we're going to dig into it. We've got some points in favor of her surviving and some points that indicate maybe she won't survive it. We'll have to wait and see. If you haven't already, click subscribe so that you don't miss any of our General Hospital updates for casting, spoilers, and other soap opera news right here on Soap Dirt at YouTube. So let's dig into this. It's very clear that Willow Tait's time is running out. She has stage 4 leukemia. She decided not to pursue treatment because she wanted to have her pregnancy, and she gave birth to the little daughter, Amelia Grace, and then immediately said, okay, I'll start radiation and chemotherapy. And they had to tell her, oh, it's too late. It's too late for that. And, you already moved to stage 4 while you were in this pregnancy. Then the second option with baby Amelia was they were hoping to use her cord blood as a stem cell therapy for Willow's leukemia. Something happened with the collection of the cord blood and they didn't get any viable cells. Just from a real life perspective, because I actually had my cord blood harvested, this is very strange and very rare that this would happen. I actually forgot to mail mine off for like a full week and it sat in my car and I still had millions of viable stem cells. So it's strange to me that they couldn't scrape up enough stem cells. That seems really weird, but that's what they're going with on General Hospital, so we'll see. And of course, right now, Willow's only hope is Liesl Obrecht. Unfortunately, she is in Greenland and being forced to do wicked science by Victor Cassadine. He's got this pathogen that he wants to use to wipe out 80% of the world's population. He's essentially Thanos from the Avengers at this point. And Liesl is stuck. She wants to get back to donate to Willow, but at the same time, she doesn't want to make it easy for Victor to launch this pathogen. So she's between a rock and a hard place where it's like, I could try to escape and save my great niece, or I can stay here and try to sabotage this and save 80% of the world's population. So her bone marrow donor is in a really, really tight spot, and unless she can find a way to completely destroy the pathogen, she's not going to feel safe leaving for Port Charles. And of course, all this is going to come to a head this month because we are in May sweeps and we are going to see Victor Cassadine's exit this month. And the big question is, are we also going to see Willow Tait's? Is she going to die? She made it through the wedding, but time is running out. She looks very weak. She's in really bad shape. And she still has the strength to hold a grudge against her biological mother, Nina Reeves, though. So let's talk about reasons that Willow Tait might actually die. Reasons that the ABC soap might let her die. The first, and we did a video on this recently, is Michael Corinthos' death curse. If you go over to our General Hospital playlist, you can watch this video. It is an interesting look back at history and all the women that Michael has been with that died or almost died, 2 at the hands of serial killers, one by having a load of construction materials dumped on her. Another was almost killed from a biological illness that she was poisoned with. He has the worst run of luck. If you date him, you're almost guaranteed to have your life at risk at some point. So number one reason that Willow could die is because so many women that Michael Corinthos dates end up dead. Another reason they might let Willow die is because it would crush Nina. And this revenge plot that she's on right now against Carly, where she had Martin Gray report Carly and Drew to the SEC, is no doubt going to come back around and bite Nina. And if Drew gets arrested by the SEC at some point and he can't get Liesl back, and then Willow dies, Nina is going to see that in trying to hurt Carly, she hurt her daughter. And with Nina's other daughter, Nell Benson, already being dead, it would be terribly, sickeningly poetic if her good daughter died. So yeah, there are reasons that they could actually let Willow Tait die. And it's funny because fans are really torn on her. Some really like her and hope she survives, and some are like, she could go. So if you look around on Soap social media, it's pretty funny that there's a faction of General Hospital fans that are kind of hoping that she will be gone and off the picture. We'll have to wait and see how it works out in May sweeps. Another reason Willow could die is that, let's face it, she's in stage 4 leukemia. She made choices that people didn't agree with. She put her baby's life before her own. And so she has left it too long. And there are no other donors, which is strange because Port Charles seems small, but then when you look at the skyline picture, it looks like a big city. It seems there should be another DNA match for Willow somewhere in that big city of Port Charles, but there is not. So that is another reason that she might die, is simply how late stage she is in this disease. And then another reason Willow could die is because it would amp up the tension between Carly and Nina. Because if Willow is on her deathbed soon, whether she survives or not, it'll be Carly at her side, and it probably won't be Nina at her side, and that is going to really chafe. So another reason to keep this going is to keep the Carly versus Nina dialogue going, and that would intensify if Willow Tait did actually die. Now, we got a few reasons also that we think that General Hospital is going to have Willow survive. The first is it will give Nina a chance to get to know her daughter. She needs time. Right now, Willow isn't interested in her, but eventually she might be. However, even if Willow survives and she gives Nina a chance, once it comes out what she did with the SEC, it's probably going to bite her in the butt, and Willow might push her away again. And that is good soapy drama. And another reason for Willow to live is it's more chances for Carly to rub it in Nina's face that she is close to her daughter and Nina is not. And of course, Carly will keep rubbing it in her face because that's how Carly behaves. Even if you're a Team Carly fan, you still have to admit this. She can be so petty, and she does not care, and she will rub anything in anyone's face. It's one of the best and worst things about her, and it's so much fun to watch. And she will keep rubbing it in Nina's face, whether Willow survives or not. And another reason for Willow to live is for her to see Nina's life implode, and that's because of this SEC stuff. It's going to cost her everything, and it's going to be really messy, and we're down for it. If you haven't already clicked subscribe, reach down, bop that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers, casting news, and other updates for your favorite soap opera. Let us know in the comments below, do you think that General Hospital is going to let Willow die? Is there going to be a death in May sweeps of this sweet girl, or will she survive this with an 11th hour save as Liesl returns to town? Wait and see.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.